In a plot consisting of secrets, blame, and guilt, an investigation by Inspector Croft reveals the story of Eva Smith gets lost amidst the Burling family's guilt. However, there is much to this mysterious woman's life. Ironically, her story begins with her death, a possible preventable suicide. Hired by Mr. Burling, her first stable job was working in his factory. There, she worked along with other women for low pay. But unlike the other women who took the job, its conditions, and did not vocalize their complaints, Eva rallied some workers to strike with her and spoke up to Mr. Burling about raising her less than minimum wages. But Mr. Burling thought she had too much to say and fired her. In need of a job, she was hired at a hat shop called Millward's. Here, she came in encounter with Sheila Burling. Politely assisting Sheila in finding a hat, Sheila found a hat that she really enjoyed, but it didn't flatter her. So when Eva tried it on to showcase the hat, jealousy caused her to take Eva's smile as a mean smirk and had her fired. Out of 2 jobs, Eva needed a way to make money in order to live, so she went to a gentleman's bar. But she began to feel uncomfortable when she refused a sloppy man's attention and did not know what to do. Gerald, Sheila's fiancé, was there and saved her from the man. Kindly, he offered her to take her home, but discovered that she had no home at all. Out of sympathy, he let her stay where he lived until she could get back on her feet. He frequently visited her to check on her, which consequently began an affair. During the summer, Gerald didn't communicate with Sheila and spent time with Eva in a house in the fields. Their relationship gave Eva stability in her life at that moment. She had everything she needed. But soon enough, Gerald realized that the affair couldn't continue, and he broke his ties between them. Eric Burling was her next saving grace, whom she met on a train. He offered to pay her fare and sparked conversation. Together, they had an affair. At this point, Eva realizes that she's pregnant and doesn't want to inflict the burden onto him, so she ends the relationship and ventures out on her own with no support. In an effort to earnestly get money to support herself and her baby, she went to a committee that helps out young women, which was led by Mrs. Burling. Declining her plea for no legitimate reason, Eva had nowhere else to turn. The weight of the world was on her shoulders. She had no one to help her. Unaware of what to do, this ultimately led her to take her own life.